There he is. Hello, nice to see you. I got a little bit of... Oh, Matt, you're muted. I see your microphone is muted. Hey, hi, everybody. We're experiencing minor technical difficulty. Matt's... there we go.
I'm here now?
There we go. There we go. Now you're back on and live.
Yeah, you know what? Had an audio issue. Is it bad form? Is it bad form to start this by just weeping?
If you've seen this movie, it's totally appropriate.
It's working.
It fits with this movie perfectly.
That's true, man. I feel like weeping, I feel like Wings would make me suck that tear straight back up.
Oh yeah, he would insist that you be a man about it.
So, yeah, be a real boy. Be a real boy.
Yeah, he is.
So we've got Joseph's here, and we've got Gareth here. Gareth with his 2/5 of Wings Week. You're bringing us home, Don. I've not even introduced you properly, because tonight I'm absolutely useless. But this is the final, the ultimate Wings movie to finish off Wings Week. And who else but the Don himself, Don Corleone, Don Wingmeister General. It's Night Owl.
We're gonna wing it.
It's done. Thanks for being here, man.
Woo! Nice to see you.
Well,
thank you for
having me. I feel like I've been winging it from the beginning of this stream onwards. Yeah.
Between you and I, how long has Wings Week actually been going on? Like 2.5 weeks?
I feel like there's going to be a massive lag between.
Yeah, we're traveling distances.
Yeah, so we started on a Friday. No, we started on a Friday, and then we did the Sunday. We did a full week, and now we're on the. I guess we're on the third week. You're right. Yeah, you're right to say that. I feel really stupid now.
Wings Week is an all year round thing. It's like Halloween. It lives in your heart all year round.
Yeah, Wings Month, Wings Week. So that's right. So guys, I'm going to apologize. I think both myself and Don have got internet issues tonight. So, please don't think that I'm rude and talking over Don, because all I want to do is listen to Don talk, and watch the movie, of course. So, yeah, we're gonna like we said, we're gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it. So, Joseph's here, Gareth's here, Anthony's here. Thank you very much. Got loads of people on Don's channel popping in as well, so that's amazing. Sean's here as well. Cinephile Sanity.
Anthony Chabot.
I was going to say nom de plume, but yeah. Yeah, man, all the gang's here. So it's the last time I'm going to do this. I'm going to play my little Wings trailer, and then we're going to set up and go. Oh, cool! You're the next game. That's good. I won't see you there, I'm afraid. It's a bit of a journey, but
at least you know who the Knicks are.
Is there a team called the Wings? The Detroit Red Wings, maybe, or something?
There you go. Attaboy.
I know the Knicks. They're an amazing lacrosse team. Yeah.
You love your rugby.
I remember that's Babe Ruth plays for those guys. It's amazing. So I'm desperately trying to get the trailer to work, but my computer's saying no. So here we go. It's on its way. The last time I'm going to ever play this video, guys. So treat it with the reverence it deserves.
316 proudly presents Wings Week.
Let's make that deal. Bang, bang, shoot 'em up.
Team Wings. I like the lag. It feels like we're spying on Matt. It's fun. You're muted again. Hi. Hi, folks. I'm just here eating some wings, watching wings, winging it, as it were. Hauser day going. See, I got puns. I came armed. Do any of you know the lyrics to Neon Slime that was just playing? It's great. Please put in the chat what your favorite Wings Hauser movie is. The man's incredible. He has a whole week dedicated to him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, Kami. We have Mayanne here. We've got Joseph here. I'm assuming Matt will be back in a moment, but as it stands right now, I'm just winging it. Speaking of that, I got barbecued wings. Put your favorite kind of wings in the chat or the comments below. Let me know what your are you a honey lemon? Are you a lemon pepper? Are you a ranch? Whatever? Are you some sort of deep fried something or other? Have I been to an NBA game before? Joseph would like to know. Yes, I have been. I had an uncle who played in the NBA. I have a cousin who plays in the NBA. I have a cousin who plays in the G League. Before I was hurt all the time, there was a thought that I might be good at basketball, but I was always injured. Hey, Matt's back and spying on us now. Oh, look at him. See, that's the thing about Matt. If he freezes, it's fine because he's handsome as hell. So we could just, we'll have my charm, his handsome. It's quite
hey, guys.
It's a pair. Oh, he's back. There he is.
Oh.
He's not frozen.
I'm never going to win. I'm not going to win any awards with this level of production value. My word.
I blame StreamYard. It's not your fault. It's their fault.
So, can you hear me? Is everything okay now? Yeah, I think it is StreamYard, Like, this is ridiculous. I'm going to speak to my local MP about this. This is ridiculous.
Well, what are you going to do?
Right.
The powers that be don't want Wings Week to happen. You're going to go full wings? Are you going to cut somebody's arms off?
I'm just going to, I'm going to, as the kids say, I'm going to go sick on someone. Right. I'm losing the plot, Don. I'm losing. Keep it together. Right.
Nah, boy, you'll have to forgive us for technical difficulties.
Okay.
I appreciate those.
Yeah, am I still really super glitchy?
Well, that's the thing with the StreamYard tag team events here. I'm assuming it's you who's glitchy, but maybe it's me. You know what I mean? You never can tell whose fault it is. So I'm willing to take at least 50% of the blame and eat 100% of these wings. But for those of you who have hung out with me and Matt and joined us, we're going to be watching The Carpenter on YouTube. We found a copy. It's not really playing anywhere else. I feel weird eating wings while we're not watching wings. I feel like I'm breaking some sort of international law here. Well, either Matt's deep in contemplation or he's frozen. The weather's cold here. Maybe he's frozen. You never can tell. Could also be me. You know what I mean? It's
think.
Oh, he's thinking. I heard him thinking. It's like being in his head. There he is.
I think I fixed it. It's not how I dreamt how. This is not how I envisioned it. Okay.
It's
I'm back.
hey.
It's working.
Look how happy he is.
No?
Kind of.
Yeah? No?
Well, you're frozen still, but I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
We can
All right.
we can see your
Let's start the
Alucard
movie.
shirt.
Hey guys, thanks for being with us. Yeah, man. I am non-partisan when it comes to the horror. YouTube entertainer of the. I have no horses in the race. All of them are my horses. Which makes no sense. I was going to say I ride them all equally. That's even worse.
I like to think we're all pulling your carriage at once. It's a group of horses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, man. Yeah. Oh, that'll do.
Gareth,
so, guys,
encouraging you to.
Yeah, he's oh man. What would WWGD? What would Gareth do? All right.
Probably have a drink.
Well, I'll drink to that.
Word.
I picked up some Cruz Campo today, which very rarely can find actual Spanish beer here. We have this beer Madri, which is essentially British beer just in a different can, like a red can. So yeah, don't fall for the Madri nonsense. What have you got there, Don?
Oh, I have we got 2 beers. I'm working with the classic Newcastle Brown Ale.
Very nice.
We don't get it over here anymore. Ever since the Saudis bought them, we don't get it over here anymore. I don't know if there's a boycott or what, but yeah, we don't get it anymore. So this was the last 6-pack at the Piggly Wiggly. I got it before the snowstorm hit.
Is that a thing? A Piggly Wiggly a real thing?
Yeah. That's a quaint country grocery store chain. So I ran over to the Piggly Wiggly before the snowstorm hit. And then my second beer is a Rocky's Revenge. It's a local beard brew in tribute to a local lake monster.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of the Loch Ness monster of Wisconsin, you know.
Ah, nice. It's the film Tommy Boy. He that's set in Wisconsin, isn't it? Is it not?
Most of it, Wisconsin, Illinois.
Tommy Boy. I was thinking of him in the lake, and he can't move. You better pray to the god of skinny punks. I was wondering if that's where Rocky is in that lake.
He might be. I don't know what lake they were in. It's very possible.
Yeah, I need to check that one out. Any excuse for me to talk about Tommy Boy. But we're not here to talk about Tommy Boy. We are here to start the Carpenter. So, guys, when you see play on...
How very Mystery Science Theater of you. I like it.
I am an equal opportunities thief. So, yeah.
That'll work.
I'll steal from anyone. Put a filter on it. Put a bit of different distorted music on it, and I'm your man. So, yeah. Woo.
It makes it.
Right, guys. So we are literally started off with a bit of wood. And don't get excited. It literally is just a bit of wood. And a saw. A band saw, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
My dad is a carpenter, or was a carpenter. So I should know this stuff. But as most people know who have relatives who are good at things, they just tell you to get out of the way. So I genuinely don't know anything about how to make things with wood.
Well, he has this, I don't know, we call him like a circular saw or a rotary saw. And it points during the movie, he will cut people with it. Like he cuts a guy's arms off, but the saw itself is not thick enough to go through a human arm, but he severs it like it's nothing. So because it's a magical saw.
Yeah, because reasons and wings. 25% more wings. The whole wings, pretty much the whole wings crew, the Wings Appreciation Society, are all here.
To know wings is to love wings. You know.
What, genuinely, do you appreciate him as an actor, like more than just ironically? Because I would say I do.
Oh, I do. He's also apparently a director. I've never seen any of the things he's directed.
There is one, yeah. I think his son is in it, maybe. He acts and directs it, yeah.
That was another thing I didn't know until today, is that Cole Hauser is his son. Cole Hauser's been in a bunch of stuff, The Cave, maybe like massive. Cellular.
Yeah, he's huge at the moment because of Yellowstone, which I don't watch.
There you go.
And he's one of the friends in Good Will Hunting, which is one of my favorite films. Full stop.
Yeah, he isn't. Yeah, he's one of Affleck and them's buddies in that.
Yeah. He's one of those, oh, do you like them apples kind of guys in it, you know?
Hey, yeah, forget about it. On my copy, we're watching on YouTube. If you Google the Carpenter Wings Hauser movie, you should find a free copy.
I put the link in my description as well, so if anyone wants to get it from there, that's fine. But you know, either way is good. There is a search bar available.
Yeah, we are simulcasting on both channels. So if you're having trouble finding Matt's channel, you can click the link in mine, or vice versa, to find the other.
That's true. If you want to just continually switch between the two channels, looking for a better connection, you're not going to find one. Because we're both on at the same time. I'm not going to fix it in post on my channel.
Is she cutting up the suit on your channel, on your stream then?
Yeah, she's doing the classic 80s revenge thing of cutting up a man's suit, because you know that's basically like the next step from cutting off his balls and doing a bobbit.
Well, this whole movie appears to be kind of a, I don't know, feminist, surrealist concept. Like it's a very pro-woman, anti-man in the way men behave. And I kind of feel like this whole stuff at the beginning starts off just sort of, you know, cutting apart the patriarchy, if you will. I don't know.
Oh, for sure. And I think, I don't know, Wings is the closest we get to a hero in the film. And even he does some pretty sketchy stuff.
Yeah, all the men are terrible except for Wings, who is kind of the ideal of what this woman wishes she had. And then, not to spoil it, at the very end, he turns out to be a creep too, and the two women walk off, you know, and leave men behind. So
he looks as innocent as ever. Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at his hair, and it distracted me.
It'll do it
on my box, because he looks probably the most clean cut he's ever looked in a film.
I noticed that his hair is blown dried, very pretty and up. I'm distracted by the beginning of this movie. I don't think you can have someone committed to a mental home that easily. Like if someone cuts up your suit, I don't think you can just have them committed for life, like as he did to her.
Yeah, it's on the checklist, and if it's like cuts up suit, then tick, you're in. That's how it works. Yeah, that's what I heard. So let's catch up on the chat scene as I can do. So just Mayan's here. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you. Did you get? Oh no, we're not going down that road, Larry. Did you get a little wood mahogany? But shocking.
Damn it, Larry.
This is not that kind of stream.
Toast with a wing for that one.
Or is it maybe? Or is it? I don't know. Maybe it is. He did a bad thing. That's a good. Do you know? Funnily enough, I was watching a film. I was watching Pet Sematary yesterday, and the director directed a lot of music videos like Madonna and different things like that. And she directed a couple of Chris Isaak videos. And it got me going down a bit of a Chris Isaak wormhole.
Did you play a Wicked game?
I did, yeah. I played A few of the one, I think it's called something Blue. There's one called Blue, an album that's called something Blue. It's quite an underrated one that I quite liked. And obviously all the yeah, that's a good. I like that one. That's like the late 90s, early 2000s, maybe.
Yeah. Baby did a bad thing. Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, it was good, man. Yeah. And as I was watching it, obviously I was forced to watch it because, as people who watch the channel know, I can take things happening to humans, but things happening to animals really disturb me. So I've never watched it before, and I had to watch it and report back. So I just kind of distracted myself by finding out as much as I can about the director and the prop maker and Fred Gwynn and things like
Fred Gwynn.
Yeah, man, he was.
Are you familiar with Fred Gwynn's oeuvre over there? You guys get the Munsters and Car 54. Yeah. Where are you and all that? Okay.
I don't think we got Car 54. We definitely got the Munsters. We even got to the Munsters today. You know, we watched. I know he wasn't in that, but yeah, we even had the Munsters today. I haven't seen the new Munsters, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you're not missing much. The copy we were watching is a VHS transfer, and the up front here there's a lot of static and freezing, and then after about the first 5 minutes it overcomes, and then we're back to normal.
Can you imagine, Don, where somebody's breaking up, you can't hear what they're saying, the screen's frozen? I mean, you wouldn't get that in 2024.
No, they'll work out those glitches by the future for sure.
Yeah.
Kara's here. Welcome.
What a nice thing to say. Oh, that's lovely. You've got your following of people who struggle to sleep.
Yeah, I cater to those who are up in the middle of the night. So those of you who have regular sleep schedules aren't as familiar with my work.
That's how I found you, to be honest, mate. That's how I found you. Because I don't have a set timetable of work, so I'm all over the place. Yeah, if Wings is the most respectable guy in your town, you know you have to leave town.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's the good guy in this film. The other guy's a dog, but he's like a mean dog. Professor.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. At one point, the main character, the woman in this, describes everything that Wings is to her. And she says, like, he protects me, he fixes things, he listens. Like, that's why I said it feels like it was written from a woman's point of view, but it was written by a guy.
Maybe what a man thinks a woman would say. This is why Deborah Hill is so important in history, or the lady's name who escapes me, who wrote a lot with Dario Argento when I was discussing that with JT the other day. You know, like, without those voices, you don't get a realist. You get the Carpenter. Yeah.
Well, this is one of the more surreal films I've ever watched. It feels like a dream.
Yeah.
It almost feels as if it's the woman in the beginning has a nervous breakdown and she's committed, and it feels like everything from that point is through her vision and lens. You know, like,
yeah, and it makes you feel. Yeah, you're right, and I think because it's I've only watched pretty poor copies of it or transfers of it to DVD. It kind of feels quite dreamy as well, like it's quite blurry, and so that I think that adds to it. I do actually think this is a good film. Like, like in terms of a horror film, that it does the things I'd expect a film called The Carpenter to do. The people who get squished and hurt and injured, I'm quite happy that happens. So that's good.
Oh yeah, we see a guy get his arms cut off. We see a couple of different people catch nail guns, shot with them. We see a guy getting nailed by both hands, which to me makes. I was waiting for some sort of Jesus reference in The Carpenter.
Yeah,
right?
Like, never happens.
It makes sense. But later the husband catches nails in both hands. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. Well,
yeah, I mean, and Wings has actually cuts his hair, so it's not like he's got shoulder length hair and like big muscles, like the sort of movieized version of of Jesus. Hey, Michael Myers is here. He
Did
saw
you-
this when he was around 8. So, wow. That explains a lot.
Wow. Yeah, I was probably a teenager. I saw it on cable, and then I was reminded of it. Red Letter Media did a one of their best of the worst of this, and I was like, I completely forgot about that movie. And then when you wanted to do it, I had to go back and do a rewatch of it. It's
I
hard to
didn't know
find.
Red Letter Media had done it. I got a message on one of my videos. Did you only do this because Red Letter Media did it? And I was like, no, but thanks for highlighting the fact Red Letter Media did it. I'll go and watch it because I love watching their best of the worst. Like I found them really entertaining.
Well, I often find it's there's an episode of South Park where the characters on the show are bemoaning that the Simpsons have done everything before them. So they constantly just go around saying, Simpsons did it. Simpsons already did that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing a thing? Simpsons did that. So I feel like some of these shows like Red Letter Media and some of the other like, larger channels that have really been around for years and years, it's kind of hard to find stuff they haven't found already. So.
Yeah, that's right. And you were saying about that with the Simpsons did it. That one of my favorite bits is that it's the kind of the manatee creating cutaway jokes for Family Guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just really, really clever. Yeah, I have seen the uncut DVD of this, Michael.
Yeah, I would like to see it because there are some parts that are missing. I feel like there's some violence and some nudity that has been edited.
What?
Like a lot of the sex scenes are real tame, especially the husband's affair with his co-ed girlfriend. Like they're sexy scenes, but they cut around them pretty cleverly.
He's not somebody that you would like. It's interesting casting the husband because he's not like square-jawed, handsome husband. He's quite nerdy, and yet he doesn't know he is. He thinks he's God's gift, and that's I just think so strange about his character. It's like a bit like I don't know if you've seen the recently what's it called, Suitable Flesh. So the main, not the main guy, but the husband of Heather Graham's character is an actor whose name escapes me, but he's known for being very handsome, and he doesn't know how to play the character, because she's flipping between different characters all the time depending on who's inhabiting her body. And he's like, some minutes he's really dorky, then he's really masculine and muscular, then he's just flipping back and forth. But he's not the one who's having the body changing. Like he's not the person who's having somebody jump in. It's just he's not sure what to do in the role. Whereas this guy, he could do with being like a proper, Harry Handsome head kind of guy.
Oh yeah. If you were going to make this now, you would want John Hamm or something to play the role of the husband. But the guy they pick is not. Yeah, like at one point they point out that he had an affair or some sort of relationship with the lead woman's sister, who shows up later. And then he also has an affair with the co-ed, as I mentioned. So he's nailing everybody in this movie.
He's nailing everyone.
You got me. You got my jokes.
Oh man!
But the reason I say this is surrealist is every time violence happens, there's never any like music with it. No one screams. There's not sense of terror. It's almost like the violence is placid. Like right now, a rat just got killed with a nail gun, and nobody freaked out.
They kind of smile at the very of like kind of like it's like a romantic comedy, and they're just getting to know each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's you're on drugs while you're watching this movie.
It's quite off-putting that somebody's like okay with the violence in a way that's just kind of like matter of fact. Yeah, a prolonged high-angle shot as the girl walks through the hall. Then it should be okay. Right, we'll check that one out. We'll see what happens with the arm. I think the arm stuff is all in. I think. Yeah, congratulations, Gareth. If you're still with us. I mean, he's still with us. God bless. But,
we don't know that. Maybe something happened to him right now. But assuming.
Well, no, I don't know what to say to that. We could go down a strange road. Yeah, the drill bit going in is. To be fair, this is like me doing like jobs around the house. All these things are potentially going to happen just by accident. Since we moved house, I'm just like, yeah, I can do that. And it turns out I can't.
I'll figure it out. I'll watch a YouTube video and try.
Yeah. Oh man, when I tried to fix the toilet before we moved our last house, I had to run to my neighbor's house and get him to come and help me to switch it off. And by then, the water was leaking through the ceiling and coming through all the light fixtures. It was a whole thing.
Oh man,
the plumber.
That's the sequel to the Carpenter, the plumber.
Scarier, I think, because you fuck things up with water. That's it, man. Water and electricity.
No shit.
Yeah.
The lead actress is a bit of a not Sigourney Weaver, I feel like. Like she looks a lot like Sigourney Weaver, but not quite.
Yeah. It's always like I don't know if you got Dennis Pennis over there, where he used to interview people outside movie premieres, and he goes, "It's such an interesting name you've got. How do you pronounce that?" He's talking to Sigourney Weaver. How do you pronounce that? Is it weather? I just love that. He's just one of like,
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's such a hard name to pronounce. He kind of dressed up he had red hair, glasses, and he did like a Woody Allen shtick, and he would like kind of interview people outside of like Cannes Film Festival and stuff like that. It's worth checking him out, Dennis Pennis. He was amazing.
Gareth told me about him. Our friend with the 3,000 subscribers. He told me about him. I compared him to kind of the American or the overseas version of Jiminy Glick, Martin Short.
Yeah,
interviews. I mean, obviously he's a different character, a heavier guy and stuff, but
he's got that irritating. Yeah.
How many movies have you been in? Right.
Yeah. It's funny actually, people starting to reappraise and like it's okay to say you like Martin Short now, but when you were a kid and you watched like Three Amigos and stuff like that, you're just like, this guy in a space and all this, you'd be like, this guy's amazing.
Oh yeah. Martin Short was the king of the world. What's his name? Ed Grimley was a character he had on Saturday Night Live, and they made a cartoon and a bunch of other little things. The Ed Grimley Show.
I don't know that one. That's cool. So let's catch. Oh, so you just look a bit like Judd Nelson. I would say Judd Nelson in the 80s was probably a bit more handsome. May you've put the crown there, but please do not abdicate to Gareth, even if he tries to tell you to do so.
No, don't let him trick you.
Yeah. So, okay. Double entendre related to wood. I've not got any, Don, I'm afraid. Nothing. Not a thing. Sorry.
I think we're just going to be out of it. Now, all this is more, again, with the masculine identity stuff, where he's given the speech about Paul Bunyan and how he represents the last bastion of like real men before the Industrial Revolution. And that's what I mean. There's clearly a feminist / understanding of masculinity subtext here, but it's such a weird B movie to try to go that deep.
It is. Like he's been told to write a feminist movie, and he's just like, okay, so dictionary, look up feminist. He's like, what
chicks like? They like a handyman, right? That's what they like.
Yeah, they can't fix things, so yeah, that'd be a dream come true. Because
even the girl that he has the affair with here, his student, she we learn nothing about her there, like until the end when she shows up to confront the wife. She's just there to be his girlfriend. She has no other like purpose in the movie.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, it doesn't do its job in terms of empowering women. It doesn't even empower handymen, to be honest.
The
it maybe empowers like really people who have really high quiffs or pompadours or whatever we want to call them. This guy particularly is spectacular.
Oh, this guy with the hockey mullet and the red hair. That's the guy later who gets his arms cut off.
Yeah, because he's like, she wants me, everybody wants him. Oh, by the way, going back to Dennis Pennis, the Demi Moore one, yeah, he's like, if it's tasteful and, would you consider keeping your clothes on in a movie? Yeah, that was amazing. If it was done in the right way, it's so good. Pretty good. He got a little
mahogany. Huh? Oh, Hobbs Horror, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So I'm a bit behind now with the story. Other than they've started the work on the house, which seems like it's going to be never ending, and she's left on her own. And this guy's gone to the bar. He's decided that yes, he is irresistible, and he's paying her a visit, basically.
Yeah, he's decided that she can't say no, so he's going to have a few drinks and just go drop by the house while no one's there.
Oh, yeah. And then when he gets there, he's like, "Oh, I realize this is a little bit of a strange thing to do, but I'm coming in anyway." Yeah, we're on 22 minutes, and the creepy stuff happens.
The working crew, the carpenters, the home repair people, they're as unlikable as can be. Like they spend their whole time not working, having cigarette breaks, and they take like half-hour breaks and all this stuff. But then they're mad at the idea that someone else is coming and doing work on the house, and they call them scabs. They're like, "Oh, they're hiring scabs."
Yeah, we're the guys that don't work here. We're the guys that do nothing.
It's not going to work. It's us.
Yeah. It's like a very anti-working man film, and even the good one is a violent mental case.
yeah, who murders a couple different people.
Yeah.
And did you look up the IMDb page? The description of the movie, the little like 2-sentence description, spoils everything. Like
Does it really?
A mad woman and her cheating husband hire men to fix up their new house. Mysterious carpenter Ed becomes her guardian angel, but he is actually an executed killer whose spirit has returned to finish the dream house he once started.
The eternally troubled spirit of a psychotic mass murderer who 4 years ago built the house, but failed to complete his grisly task due to an untimely encounter with the electric chair. That guy.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, him. I've got a whole story. This is the novelization on the back of this.
Yeah, it is.
Did they rewind it? I've not watched it. Oh, yeah, they did rewind it, whoever had this before me. God bless.
Yeah, here's where the guy stops in the middle of committing sexual assault to go yell at the scab workers.
Yeah. Oh, there goes one arm. If you are watching this thinking you're watching the Karen Carpenter story, then now would be a good time to tune out.
Yeah, rainy days and Tuesdays with no arms always get me down.
She does have the look of a little bit of Karen Carpenter.
So there, he cuts the arms off him, and they cut to the wide shot, and you can clearly see the guy has his arms inside his shirt.
Oh yeah, near the middle of his body. He's holding them in, isn't he, like that? Yeah. He's like,
yeah, you can see his arms inside of his shirt.
Oh man. She's like, anyway, I'm off to bed. Up the old wooden hill to Bedfordshire. See you later.
Well, that's what I mean about this being surrealistic. Like right here, blood should be squirting everywhere, like Monty Python style, and she should be freaking out and running away. And instead, she's just like, "Oh, that's crazy. I'm going to bed now."
Yeah. Oh wow. Don't see that every day. And by the way, I think Horror Cat Day is every day. We should definitely have National Horror Cat Day. Unless I have to watch what's the one I watched last night? Pet Sematary. I'm done with that film. Yeah.
Well, I feel like if Wings Week can be 2.5 weeks, then Horror Cat Dad should at least get a week.
Yeah, everyone gets a week.
Everybody gets a week. You get a week, and you get a week.
Yeah. Yes. So he died. Yeah, he's a real workaholic. He is addicted to workahol. He really. he doesn't want to leave this house unfinished.
Regardless of murders, the electric chair cannot stand in the way of his home renovations.
That would be a great like reality show, where it's like that they come back later on. It's like he did die, during the making of this episode. However, he did come back from the grave and finish the job. And here's what happened. Here's what it looked like before. Here's what it looked like now.
That I would watch. Ghost recall or ghost renovation.
Ghost renovation, yeah, that'd be because we have what is it called? We have a show, Grand Designs, and it follows them over like years. And we always make a bit of a joke of it in our house where it's like, because he's quite posh, the guy is like 6 months in and they haven't even got the fucking roof on, like that kind of thing. Obviously, he wouldn't F him blind, but yeah, I like the fact that that Wings would come back from beyond the grave just to do the before and after on the reality show.
I like that your shows they go years in. Like our renovation shows, like they maybe spend a month renovating and they time lapse it in like 5 minutes. There's none of this things go on years.
Oh, it's so unrealistic because the way it works as well is usually the person is like somebody who makes organic cheese, and they've bought this house for like £32 million, and they have to live in a caravan for 6 months or mobile home while they're fixing it up. They then go 12 million over budget, and it looks like they're going to go bankrupt. The wife is like, well, I'm doing a bit of sewing to get some money together for it. And then finally you see the house and it's an absolute beautiful palace. None of these things feel right. Grand design. Blood squirts.
The husband comes home from his affair and he finds a spot of blood on the floor, and then he cleans it up with his own kerchief in his pocket. And for some reason, cleaning up strange blood on the floor with your kerchief grossed me out more than the idea of having someone our arms cut off.
Smeared blood is a really powerful tool that people don't often use in films. Like splattered blood we use quite a lot, and like squirting blood, but smeared blood is underused, I think. Profanity would improve. Yes, guys. YouTube Entertainer of the Month. We have 5 people up. If you follow the link, one of them is sitting to my right/left. So yeah, you do what you need to do. Oh, here comes Al. Of course, he hears YouTube Entertainer of the Month, and he arrives.
Don't worry, Al. Don't worry, Al. He's not cheating on you. He's wearing an Alucard T-shirt.
Oh man, I totally forgot this whole thing. I was wearing
this whole thing. I was wearing this all the time.
Yeah, I'd take it off, but then I guess we'd get shut down. I think for not for nudity, but just like breaking the taste barrier on YouTube. Yeah, Full Hauser would be an amazing TV show, but every character is AI Wings Hauser's face on the old characters from Full House, and he's just like
all the various wings, the pimp
like
wing, the one from Mutant, the wheelchair wings from Rubber, all of the wings. Yeah,
man. Oh, I got so many people. Yeah. Hey, Al, you're back. Back again. So, what was I going to say? Oh, I was in the middle of saying something, wasn't I? I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was about who's nominated for YouTuber of the Month, Entertainer of the Month. The link is in the chat, and it is your good self, Al Card, Mikey's Morgue, Pat Master, and Jay's Horror Gaming. I'm going to put this out there. Subscribe to all of them, please.
But mostly me,
please.
But
yeah, subscribe to twice to Don.
No, wait a minute. I think that's bad. Don't do that. That's a subscribe and an unsubscribe. So 3 times. Subscribe and then unsubscribe and then resubscribe. That'll do. Make sure it's an odd number. Make sure it's an odd number with the subscribing is all I can ask.
I need to write that down. That's important. So yeah, don't do what I said. Hey, Spicy Cup 4K action. We're in for some spicy carpentry action.
Spicoli, my friend, welcome. Wings cheers to you.
They're going cold. They're going cold, those.
Are you a drumsticks or a flats guy?
Oh, if you can, I was going to say if you can suck them off, but that sounds horrendous. But if you can get the whole, the flats, if you can get it, if it's not got like horrible hard bits in it. But I'm easy. I like a good sort of dipping sauce, maybe like a blue cheese would be nice.
Oh, look at you! Yeah. I came with the ranch.
Ranch, but ranch is good too. Yeah, ranch is good.
The ranch comes free with it, so I went with the ranch. But it just seemed like I had to have wings to watch Wings. We're on the wings of love.
And also, his son works on a ranch in Yellowstone, so that's a
there
thing.
You go. It all ties together.
Yeah. Is that Savage Zombie Reviews here? Ah,
yes, he is.
Hello there,
Dave, our friend, a former Entertainer of the Month winner.
Nice. I'm doing a Cronenberg month, and I'm going to ask a few people to come on and watch a few Cronenberg films, and Dave has gladly accepted. I won't ambush you. I won't ambush you now. I'll ask you in private.
Oh, we'll find something. I'm a Cronenberg fan, so yeah, we're there.
Cool. It's such a blind spot for me. Someone I've actively avoided in lots of ways because of childhood trauma related to him. That I'm what do you call it? Facing my fears. So yeah, and yeah, that's it really.
Oh no, I was going to say the with Cronenberg, the non-body horror Cronenberg, History of Violence, Dead Zone, Eastern Promises. Those are all, they're all excellent films, and they're not gross outs. But obviously, I'm a fan of The Fly and the good stuff.
Yeah, I think for me, there's a like Scanners and so many. There's like a blind spot around that era. Videodrome, Dead Ringers, those ones. There's one Rabid. Of those I saw. Rabid, yeah, I think those were all on my list. Yeah, I think there's about 4 or 5 that are around that era, and there was one of them. I'm trying to locate which one it was I saw when I was about 7 that scared me to death. So I know it's one of those. What is this guy doing on the thing, by the way? What's he shaking? Is he doing a paint mixing machine? Is that what that is?
Yeah, the guy at the paint store. He's another nonsensical surrealist character that I don't understand. Like he asks her, he says, so, is there any medical issues you should know about before you hire you? And she's like, yeah, I had a nervous breakdown and I see things that aren't there, but it shouldn't bother work at all. And they just say, oh, okay. And he hires her.
It is very odd. He reminds me of what's that band with the guys that look like there's 2 brothers who look just like that. Sparks. It reminds me of Spark.
I'm not familiar with them.
Yeah, it's like 2 brothers, and I think they have the little pencil mustache, and they do like, did they do this town ain't big enough for the both of us? That one.
I've never heard it, but I like your version better than theirs. I guarantee it.
We're gonna get taken down. It was so good that YouTube are like, you can't play that.
Bad news is stream got taken down. Good news is we're number 8 on the top 40.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the song, which is a problem. Blue cheese is king, man. Yeah, I only like it melted. Is that strange? Is that three clicks to subscribe 3 times to Don? Al, is that your code?
He's winging it. He's winging it.
Dead Zone is great.
It feels nothing like
the Dead Zone. I remember the Dead Zone TV show. I used to watch that quite regularly. I'm doing a I'm doing like a little mini documentary about Crash, and Ted Turner, the Ted Turner kind of thing that went along with it, and the British government kind of fucking up by jumping on the bandwagon. So yeah, it's it's 3 wings. It doesn't come up on mine. It's just 3 dots.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Al.
For here, it was 3 wings. Yeah.
I didn't pay for that level of YouTube, I'm afraid. I'm eating wings on the stream. I know. I'm useless. I'm useless when it comes. I've got some wings on my t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Look at t-shirt. But it is not an edible t-shirt.
Have you tried?
Yeah, I think all of those. I haven't tried. No. I don't think anyone needs to see that. Chaos.
You
ensues.
eating an Alucard shirt? I want that video. Make it 8
If
minutes.
he doesn't win YouTuber of the month, I'll eat my Oligard shirt. In fact, if you vote for Don and Don wins, I will eat my Oligard shirt. No. And that,
It doesn't taste half
might be
bad.
Oh my, yeah. Oh man, rabid. I feel like you. Yeah, they're not bat wings, are they? That you're eating? Not like in Anchorman 2, where they've got the.
That's only if I win Entertainer of the Month and defeat Al. A vote against Al is a vote for Don Helsing. Don't forget.
I just love you eating like bat wings and then just foaming at the mouth. Just eat it, eat it, eat it.
Yeah, this is like. Did you ever see the Money
for
Pit?
all of them.
Did you ever see the Money Pit with Tom
Yeah,
Hanks and
yeah,
so
Tom Hanks.
long? This has like a weird Money Pit subplot that has nothing to do with anything. It's just sort of.
No, it's just renovation TV show.
Yeah, look at the house in the background. It looks humongous. Like it.
Yeah, it's like the back of the White House.
Yeah, it looks like a mansion from that angle.
No wonder it took him so long, and he's managed to get the electric chair, die, come back to life, and he's still not finished.
No, Wing's work is never done.
So whoever wins, I've got to eat the T-shirt. I don't like that. I don't like that idea.
That's a bad deal. Yeah, with some blue cheese. There you go.
Oh, okay.
It'll make it better. Yeah, now he's in.
Yeah. Oh my word.
Yeah, there she's looking real Sigourney Weaver-ish. She's
speaking of tools, here come all the here come the guys. They're back.
The tools. Attaboy.
Why are we getting close-ups of the husband's butt all the time as well, which is a strange choice.
Maybe
no,
it's not.
Yeah, maybe. No, it's not him. It's their boss. But their boss is so apathetic to their. He's like, work, don't work. You know, just like me. I don't know. He just wants them to like him. Maybe. He's not a very good foreman. Hey, where's Patrick? I don't see Patrick. Oh, there he is.
There he is. Have Cheetah review.
Hey, I found him.
Welcome, Patrick.
He was hiding. The Carpenter, yes. Do you know I kept thinking about is the Elton John song, and then I was like, it's not a Carpenter, is it? Where he goes, if I was a sculptor, then again, no. It's not, I thought in my head it was like, if I was a carpenter, then again, no. I don't have much money.
I'm just for you singing on the stream as much as possible. If we could just get you crooning and me eating wings, I think this is an all-time record breaker.
ASMR review, just hum. I love it. Toolbox Murders, yeah. The guy, speaking of murders, massacres, and all good things like that, in I think Slumber Party Massacre 2, with the guitar with the drill on it. That's a good drill.
That is a good drill.
That's a good, I don't know if that counts as
I like the weird scene in this. It's coming up still, where she has a dream about Ed, even though Ed feels like a dream to begin with. and she explains to him, like she likes him and stuff. And then he says, well, what about this? And he unzips his pants, and it seems like he's maybe taking out a drill in lieu of his penis. And then she wakes up from a nightmare, like,
Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Yeah. I guess drilling and screwing and hammering is all part of the coding of this goddamn piece of filth.
Well, he says at one point, like he uses the nail gun, but he prefers to hammer things.
Yeah,
the way what I mean,
he's like, yeah, rough, rough.
Yeah.
It is Wings Hauser. It is Wings Hauser, Patrick. Yes, all wings, all the time.
And then, okay, now that picture on the cover, do you think that's supposed to be angelic? Do you think that's supposed to be angelic? Because, like I said, he's her guardian angel in this.
Yes, yeah. Or is he supposed to be? Was he very rich originally? Is he like a kind of I declare Southern gentleman in a white suit, like the Quaker Oats guy, or Boss Hog, or something? No, not Boss Hog. I don't know.
Well, at the end, when she sets him on fire, she tells him, "You should have been more of a gentleman." So, spoiler alert:
Kentucky gentleman. Yeah. Wings dick drink. So that is almost like that's like, what's the word? Not onomatopoeia. Alliteration. A little dick drill dreams. I love it.
Yeah,
you're a poet, Michael. You're a beautiful human being with your dick alliteration.
Drill dreams. But now here's another unlikable jerk male character, the goofball sheriff who's like chewing the gum, and he's got the big ridiculous boots on, and
yeah, he's got the ever since the Cool Hand Luke, it's like the law that you have to wear those sunglasses if you're like a morally ambiguous sheriff.
Oh yeah, the mirrored aviators are the first thing they issue you when you're a bad cop.
Yeah, because if you see their eyes, you know that they're like a mirror into their dark soul corruption.
Yeah, so he's explaining the whole backstory of Ed running out of money while he was working on his house.
Is he eating a banana? Everyone he kills is a prick. I'll go along with that.
For sure. But I think everybody in this movie is a prick, the women included. There's not a single likable person in this whole movie.
No.
Maybe the paint store owner.
Yeah. He's a likable. He takes his job very seriously. There's a lot. Well, obviously said that he asks for information that isn't very important for working at a paint store. Bring your own wings.
Adios, Professor.
Take care, my friend. Happy trails. Isn't it good without lag and robot voice and people disappearing and losing the internet? This is how it should be done. This is the life.
This is more like it. Yeah, we're definitely onto something here.
Yeah.
Are you guys
talking? Are you guys talking about the Carpenter? I hope so. Oh, I hope so.
Oh, that's how I would describe. I would describe this. Hey, Lady Val, welcome to General.
Welcome to the Carpenter. What's we saying about the sister? Sister's a bit of a shit stir. She is. She's like quite enjoying the drama. She enjoys the drama. He's very overfamiliar. This cop. What's he doing? Go away.
The sister is a total jerk too, but she's supposed to be half likable because we already hate the husband because we know he's cheating. So when she shows up and she hassles the husband, I think the sister is supposed to be likable, but she comes off like an ass too. Like everybody in this movie is kind of awful.
Oh, you're talking about a dark song. I've not seen that one. I can sing you a dark song if you want, maybe like a murder ballad or Something like that.
Please do.
I'd have to think of something quick. I have to go and Google Nick Cave.
Google Nick Cave.
We are talking about yeah, I just had that one. Supernatural. Well, this is super and supernatural. This is a good film. I like this film. Like, it's better than Mutante. It's definitely better than Mutant. My bar is low because I've watched so many Wings Hauser films in a row. It's better than Champagne and Bullets.
Getavin or Champagne and Bullets, or what's the third name of it?
Road to Revenge.
Road to Revenge, yeah. That is kind of the king of the schlocky bad ones he's in, as far as I'm concerned. And then this is probably right there beneath it as some of the worst. I still haven't seen Mutant.
Mutante. Yeah. It has pacing issues. Nothing really happens to the last 20 minutes, and then it's really cool. I would say his only great film, maybe not, maybe there's others, but Vice Squad, I think, is a genuinely great film. I love Vice Squad as a film. And Scorsese had it as his film of the year when it came out, which was really interesting.
I'm a big fan of Rubber, the Wings Hauser movie.
He plays I've not seen that.
It's a satire by what's his name, Quentin Depew or whatever his name is.
Is it like Jewel? Is it like being chased by a truck, but instead of a truck, it's a tire?
It's a story about a tire that has an adventure, but then there's a narrator to the movie, and then there's an audience that gathers around to watch the tire. And the tire uses his mental psychic powers to explode people's heads, kind of like scanners. And then the tire falls in love. And then the people who are watching, it's insane. It's the same way this movie is just from a crazy person's viewpoint. I feel like Rubber is from a crazy person's viewpoint.
Yeah, I've heard different things about Rubber. I haven't seen it, though. I need to see it. Has Wings had a haircut in between scenes? I think he has.
It feels like it. It's shorter.
Yeah. He's stapling this guy now. He
stapled him in the eyeballs and then drilled him in his throat. That's
Ooh, it's going to be a long time at A&E waiting to be seen. Oh, there we go. Smeared blood again. Nice. What a smearing, a smear of blood there on the old.
He's painting the house in blood.
That would be kind of cool if he was. He is the most likable character because he's Wings.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe not character, but him. He's just like he's just full of vim and vigor, isn't he?
Well, he's doing what's right. He's fixing the house. He's making sure she's cool. He's he's being the hero of the movie until he's clearly not the hero.
Oh man, it's so cool that it's snowing over in the US and it's snowing here in the UK as well.
Oh, we're all under the same great big sky.
Yeah, it's fucking freezing. It's part of the staple diet.
She wakes up in the middle of the night and comes down and finds two dudes drilling each other downstairs.
Yeah, man. If I had $1, if I had whatever a dollar is in the exchange rate to pounds every time I saw that. If I had 87p.
Here's another one of these surreal murder scenes where he's downstairs drilling holes in this guy's torso. And instead of coming down and screaming and running back upstairs, she's just like, "Can you keep it down?"
Yeah, she literally says to him, "I love the job you've done on the house."
Yeah.
Quality work. Well, thank you.
As he's standing over a dead body.
Right. Yeah, he's like, if you do something right, it stays right. And literally, I would be thinking, it's going to be hard getting the blood out of that wall. That's what I'd be thinking. I'd be like, oh, man. It'll be me that ends up cleaning it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, Wings, will you think before smearing blood on my walls? Just think. Well, I'd be a more convincing woman in this film than her.
And now the carpenter goes on a big rant about modern conveniences and somehow is upset with aluminum siding. Like, what?
Yeah. God damn it, those lemons. Hasn't that been around since like the 40s? Didn't the Fonz? The Fonz was like Al's Diner have a little. I've seen Tin Men. Like, I know this isn't a new thing. By the way, that's a good film. That's a good film, Tin Men.
Drilling some holes back in him just out of boredom.
Yeah. This is definitely, he's not like drunk wings or anything like that, because he's still quite thin and lithe and jumps around and doesn't fall over and stuff.
Yeah, I mentioned it when you were watching Get Even or Get Even. He reminds me of like a more handsome, less drunk Gary Busey. Like he seems like he would just punch you in the face. Like I'd be afraid to have a conversation with Wings Hauser because he might just headbutt you in the nose at any point. Like
yeah. Like in Vice Squad, that's the perfect example of how he does things. How his mind works differently, because he hits her on the head with. Yeah, and he gets like a stool. He hits her on the head with the stool, like bop, and then throws it at the men. Like nobody else would use that as a weapon so creatively. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, he's so physical. And I'm not saying he's as good, but in some ways, the way he's always messing and touching and feeling and assessing his surroundings is very similar to Brando. But like, he's not Marlon Brando. Let's just put it out there.
Well, no, I heard you make that comparison before about how his physical acting reminds you of Brando, and I thought that was interesting. I thought that was an interesting observation.
Interestingly, insane.
Yeah. He's always touching people and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe he spent just one day at the Stella Adler School of Acting, and like it was just the day when they taught them how to like touch things and move. And he was just like, "Fuck this, I'm going," and didn't learn anything else about method acting.
Learned everything I needed to know. I'm all good.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not paying another $100 to come by here. Yeah, fuck aluminium.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. That's another word that doesn't translate across the pond.
Aluminum.
For God's sakes, nobody say vitamin the wrong way. Or garage.
I don't even. I get so confused. I say garage and garage. I always think if someone's got a small garage but a big garage, like that's the way I break it down.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. You go American for the larger. I like it.
Yeah, super size. And also, like the Weezer song "In the Garage" isn't quite as good.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't flow as smoothly.
In the garage.
It's okay. Have some gummy vitamins and calm down. Run over to the car park. You guys.
Yeah.
You wacky folks in the way you say things.
We say crazy. He says this. It's like when Homer's sat at the stand-up comedy show, and he's like, "Men do that." Yeah, he's like, "Men do that."
Men do that. Women be shopping.
Yeah. Just like a guy stood in front of a brick wall, telling us things we already know. And he's outside talking to his workbench, the big vice little table keys. Yeah, that's true.
69.
Is it a ghost vice?
That's a good question. Are his tools there or not?
I can't believe I've not made the connection to Vice Squad. It's like,
I can't believe this dude is having an affair at a hotel that's at 6960 is the address.
And the hotel room has like a big display cabinet in it, which is a bit strange.
Oh, yeah, the
like
hotel there
house.
This is definitely a theme hotel. Like, let's meet in the jungle room and hump in there, kind of. Hump.
Does he look like the kind of guy who humps?
No,
he's academic.
And in this movie, everybody screws, whether you like it or not. They're screwing.
They're nailing each other. They're
hammering each other.
They're laying wood. They're laying pipe.
Sanding each other's bits.
Yeah, they're putting each other in a vice-like grip downstairs.
Now we've gone too far. Now we've gone too far.
Yeah, I had to add downstairs because I was like a vice-like grip. They could just have had them in a headlock. It's like, I love this. This is great.
If it seems like any actor in the world would put you in a headlock, Wings Hauser is right there. Like, come here.
Yeah, he's like the guy is like a walking nuggie.
Yeah, oh, definitely a walking noogie.
Yeah, he would have fought those builders. He would. Ramrod would have just thrown shit at them straight away, or run them over, or tied them to a bed.
Here's what I would call another like feminist empowerment scene. Like the sister shows up and the two women are communicating with each other and they're completely ignoring the dude. And every time the guy tries to suggest what color to paint the house, they say something more feminine. Like he wants blue and they're like, we think peach. And you know, like I feel,
do you think they're successful in their feminist do you think this guy was successful in his...
I don't know if anything in this movie is a success. I know it's fun to watch, but it's weird as hell.
Yeah, that's true, man. What a strange... I don't even know why the sister has arrived. Like, she's just like, oh, by the way, I'm living in your house and I'm getting a job in the paint shop.
Yeah, she's only there so the wife has someone to give exposition to. Like, she has someone to talk about her thoughts and feelings with because she can't talk to her husband. But the sister character is relatively unnecessary. Except for the Thelma and Louise ending where they leave together and leave men behind. But other than that, yeah.
And where Wings Hauser and another ghost drive off a cliff together. And the ghost just arrives right at the end with no explanation. Just another builder, another member of the village people.
Have you ever been upset with somebody for painting too loud? I don't think that's
Honestly,
a thing.
No, I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think that's a thing.
It's not a noisy.
Woke me up.
Yeah, like they've been hammering walls and drilling and doing all this stuff, but when we get to the painting, that's just too far.
Yeah, he's like, it's 4 a.m. What are you doing? She's like, I'm using a paint roller. It's relatively silent, you weirdo.
Maybe he's one of those guys who's like, I can't sleep if you're not asleep kind of guy.
Oh,
yeah. I'm like that with everybody on YouTube. So if I need to know that everyone on YouTube is asleep before I can go to sleep.
Well, I live like YouTube's a slumber party. I invite everybody over and then I wait for them to all fall asleep and then I go to bed.
Wait there, you get 0 viewers and then you're like, good night, everybody.
Yep, exactly. Go freeze everybody's underwear. Put everybody's hand in the bowl of hot water.
Yes. and then you're just sat there. You're still streaming, but you've got your hair in pigtails and like a night dress on, and you're like painting your nails and like
cucumbers over my eyes.
Yeah, not saying anything.
Reading People magazine with big fluffy slippers on.
That's what would be that's what would be written in this film. To be honest, is like, what do women do?
Yeah, eat bonbons and yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this makes like Married with Children look like some sort of gritty, realistic documentary, doesn't it? Like,
for sure,
it's social commentary on how women are.
Yeah, it's so. Like I say, I think they were trying to make something that appealed to women, but it's just so wrong. Like it's all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is odd. Again, maybe it's just like some people will pick this up from the video shop because it says Carpenter on it, and we're hoping we're going to get that kind of we're going to get the Carpenter's audience. So it's like my mind has gone completely blank. I can't think of one Carpenter song. What's the most famous one?
I'm on
Why
top of the world, looking down on creation, and
That's the one.
I don't want to get in trouble.
No, I think we're safe.
You think?
No offense. I think we're safe. No one's going to be like, was that Karen Carpenter? Was that her singing?
Does Karen Carpenter have a beard now? I haven't seen her in a while.
She seems to have made a complete reinvention of herself. I don't dislike it. Richard seems to just chat and sit there with a Owl Card t-shirt on.
Rainy Days and Mondays Always Get Me Down is a Carpenter's song.
They do. What's that? Why do birds suddenly appear?
There you go.
Every time.
Yeah.
Close to you. Oh, here we go. Michael's literally reading the room. Close to you.
There you go. Close to you.
I'll get my guitar out. From the moment you. Yeah, okay. Any requests? Here's a single.
So
line.
Now, just to prove the husband's a jerk, they show him poisoning or drugging her, I should say.
Yeah, and to be fair, the sister is probably meaner to him than his wife.
Yeah.
So she should probably be the subject of his, because things might go back to normal if he gets rid of the sister. It kind of makes sense in a story, like in the story way. But,
yeah, that would make more.
Logic.
Yeah, try to get rid of the sister so that way he can get back and manipulate the wife, and that would make more sense. But no, he's just sick of her painting, and he's like, "Here, I'm going to put some sleeping pills in her milk."
This is essentially, we've got a big house in Canada. Should we make a movie?
Oh, yeah. A lot of Canadian films, that seems to be the plot. It's like, okay, we've got 3 people in a cabin. Let's make a horror movie.
Yeah, let's do it, man. She does a lot of walking slowly downstairs, I must say. I mean, it's her thing.
So there he is in the gentlemanly white suit.
Which is strange because he looks like he's got 2 black eyes.
I thought that earlier. He clearly has eye makeup on, like eyeliner or something. Like,
it's like, by the way, I'm an angel.
Yeah, and I'm also a backup singer in a Cure cover band.
Yeah. Yes, he's quite suave. I mean, if it wasn't for the, like I said, the eye makeup, but then he would just look like he'd look like something out of Django, and like a character out of Django Unchained. I think that's a problem.
The all white suit and white shirt, but then a black a waistcoat, a vest. I don't know about that look. I would go with white with the vest, but other than that,
white.
Yeah.
The black.
Well, he's got the black shoes. There you go.
Yeah, I've never thought about this, but like when you have these sort of plantation owner characters, do they have white shoes as well? Is everything they wear white? Are they just like, we love being white so much that everything they wear, the white socks, the white shoes, they only show the whites in their eyes? Like, what are they?
I don't think I've ever seen Colonel Sanders from the knee down. Now that you say it, he's our most famous plantation owner in America. It's Colonel Sanders and then Leo DiCaprio. Those are.
So if he has like black shoes on, it's like he's a traitor to his race or something.
Oh yeah, well, it just shows he has soul. He's got a black vest and black shoes. He keeps it real.
He can dance. Yeah, he can dance.
Yeah, exactly. Again with the eye makeup. Every time they cut to him and he's got the eye makeup on, it looks extra.
Yeah,
something.
Third haircut as well. Third haircut of the film, I think.
I think this is another haircut. I think you're right. I was just looking. It's very trim around the back there. It's
if he has it too short, his face looks too big. Speaking as a fellow big-headed man, like you have to be careful with how you do your hair, because you don't want to accentuate the bigness of your head. And Wings is at peak too short now. It's not in proportion. That might be a hot controversial take, and I might get dragged online for it. But yeah,
that Wings' head is too big for his hair. Yeah, I think you're looking for trouble with that.
And all the wings heads are going to be up in arms on Reddit,
the wing
X, and all the other things, Threads.
Threads. I can't go on Threads. I'm being hassled by Wings Hauser aficionados who are mad at me over his haircut take.
That's why I don't go on. I can't. I'm not doing it.
There's the part with the only time she freaks out and screams at any violence in the movie is when he has the pseudo drill penis. He's like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" you know.
Are you hyphenating the drill penis, or is it all one word?
Yeah, I think that's hyphenated. I don't think drill penis is a compound word. I think it's probably drill hyphen penis.
Drill penis without a hyphen is a band, and with a
I
hyphen
would
is
how about screw pusher dong? Does that sound better? He's got the screw pusher dong. No, I guess we'll go with
Screw
drill
pusher.
penis.
Screw pusher sounds like a new metal band.
Drill penis is, I think, my new nickname. I'm going to start introducing myself as that. How you doing, drill penis? Nice to meet you. It's like sex machine and dusk till dawn.
Yeah, first name drill.
Yeah, nice to meet you, drill penis. How you doing? Jack Hammer, how are you?
Yeah. Real bit.
And then, do you find the husband's shaving technique here to be off? Like, I shave in longer strokes than him.
I would say he's a bit all over the place.
Yeah,
Maybe he's nervous. I don't know. Maybe he's nervous, but he doesn't seem like he needs to shave. To be honest, he's baby. He's like a baby face.
Well, he's got like the Homer Simpson.
He's a baby face.
Like when he shaves, the areas he's already shaved is gray again already. Like,
yeah, this is when you must decide to grow. Yeah, you must if you're that pale that that you get that kind of grayness, then you might as well grow a beard. The thing now that I'm spotting, and I have just shaved yesterday, and I did have a very bushy thing, was that I'm very grey around my chin. Now, a lot of people my age, like 45 onwards, I would say similar, but that I'm noticing a lot of people painting the beards now very dark. Are you seeing this? And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it looks a bit silly, but then, like, I don't know how I feel about it. It's a whole big conversation. Maybe we've not got time to cover it all.
The premature gray is rough on a man. I've slowly grown into it, but if it wasn't for the Negan from Walking Dead look, where you have the darker mustache to make sure the gray beard blends in, that's what's saving me.
That's an interesting, because I have friends and they put the powder and I don't like.
Well, I have a beard oil that's supposed to like make the hair softer and longer, and I have a beard oil that actually makes my beard darker in some occasions. The times I've used it, I'm like, that kind of turned out a little weird, and then you have to like rewash it and get rid of it. So it's supposed to make it look thick and full.
I'm worried that I'm just going to have two massive black dots on my beard of like just where the gray was.
I like the natural graying, like if it looks natural, but a lot of times like you'll have a whole brown beard and then like one white spot, or like in me, I'll get like this line or something. Like when you get weird, lines and spots, I don't like that. But the natural graying, I think, looks better on the beard.
I'm like that. My cousin went completely gray at 18, and he dyed it his entire life. I don't know what happened. He was a big Gary Newman fan. I don't know if it had something to do with it.
Cars.
He was a goth. But guys, if you have just joined us, this is now Beard Chat. So any beard related comments, songs, limericks, poems, food that people can eat that they don't get in their beard, these things are all up for grabs tonight.
The straw is your friend when you have a big thick mustache and beard. You want to,
yeah. And if you want to, we're also sponsored by what are they called? Manscaped. So guys, if you want to trim your balls,
if you need your balls trimmed, or Matt's always pushing dick pills. He's always trying to push the blue chew on folks.
What a time for the sound to go out slightly. Then it's just like Matt is always pushing dick, and it was like, what?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
What did you accuse me
of?
of?
I mean,
it went out, and then it came back.
Old drill dong Matt.
Dick Jones. Oh, she's covered. She's all.
Now this part made me laugh earlier when I was watching this. The lead is wearing all white, and then the paint can explodes and splashes her with red, supposed to be symbolic of like blood. So the red on the lead character gets all over her upper chest and face, and then her knees down. And then in a second, when she shoots the woman who's having an affair with her husband, who's now pregnant, who's also wearing all white, she ends up getting the blood only in her like uterus and vagina area where she's pregnant and has been being bad with her sex naughty bits. Like there's the way the way the paint splatters. Yeah, exactly. It's a very deep film.
It is. Maybe we're not reading enough into it. Or maybe we're reading too much into it. I'm not sure. One of the two.
There's no such thing as reading too much into a Wings film.
Oh yeah, we forgot mattresses as well. Temper mattresses, 10% off if you use the code DON, DON.
12% off if you use the word dong, D-O-N-G.
Yeah, soup and a beard. Yeah. Oh man, Larry's just heard the word beard and he's just like, I think, right, move out of the way, guys. Let a real beard aficionado.
Oh yeah. We're gonna let Larry ISO for a minute. Yeah, exactly. Just give him the ball and get out of the way. Let him ISO.
Yeah. Do you think I don't know that Martin screws ahead of little kindergarten girls like you? What a strange sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got nothing for that, I'm afraid. And yeah, I don't really care. Have Martin, but have Martin. Take him. I don't want him. Just don't drag your dirty little filth into my clean house. Ugh.
This is the first time we get a look at the woman Martin's having an affair with. And previously, she's presented as a college student, like he's teaching some sort of course, and then this is the woman in class that he has an affair with. But we get a look at her now, and she appears to be older than the lead.
Yeah, she's a mature student.
Yeah, she's a adult education.
Must be. We are time-wise. We are on 1 hour. I was going to say 1 minute. 1 hour, 13 minutes and 17 seconds. We're just up to a point where Wings' house is firmly full of lead or nails. Or lead nails.
And then he says earlier, I prefer to use the hammer, but it tears the hell out of the rats. And then he repeats that line here as a bit of a joke, like I prefer to use a hammer, but it tears the hell out of the rats. And in the captions, YouTube has it as it tears the hell out of her ass.
Wow. Dirty YouTube. Go to horny jail.
Yeah, exactly. They use the wrong
that's my favorite. That's my favorite meme. That's my favorite meme or meme. I like to call them memes. I think that's what the kids call them. Where it's like go to horny jail, and it's like bonk on the head. I think it undercuts like super horny comments that people make on things. I just like go to horny jail, and then it's like bonk on the head.
Take your ass to horny.
I like the fact that I think there's a lot of people who need to go to horny jail. I used to work in a butcher's, and the people in there were all super, like, always into talking about sex 24 hours a day. And it was, I think it's because of the red meat. Yeah, for about 3 years when I was a young man saving up to go to university, and oh man, it got so tiresome hearing about sex all the time. It's just like it was tiring. I was just like, yeah, we get it, right? Yeah, I get it. Or you don't get it. That's the reason why we're talking about it all the time.
Yeah, the talking about the cuts of meat.
Yeah, massaging meat. Asses like you don't need to shut up, dude. I mean, Alex Martass is like this always. Yeah, you're right. The subtitles are not right.
Yeah, they often have the wrong the wording.
Sometimes it adds extra humor to it, I find.
He puts the husband's head in a straight vice and just turns it until his brains are supposed to pop out of his head, I guess.
So it's the reboot of Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Well, that would be a really good way of finishing every episode of Miami Vice, that the criminal has to be inside, like, have their head squished in a vice. It's exactly the same as
Miami
every
Vice.
episode, but yeah, like Don Johnson and Philip Michael, no name I forget, Thomas. Yeah,
Thomas.
they just basically get the guy, put him in the vice, and then they're just like big thumbs up, smile at the camera. We're out of here. Off we go.
There was the shot of the pregnant affair girl, and you can only see the blood like on her stomach and crotch area, as where the blood on the other ladies and the two not those areas. There's symbolism here. I just don't sure they, and I'm not even sure they know what it means.
With all these shadows, it's like Suspiria, man.
It's very
just as
much.
good.
It's like early John Ford.
Something like Henry Ford, I think. This one.
A lot, yeah. Both. The Industrial
Yeah.
Revolution. Damn that aluminum siding.
Don't get me started on that.
Don't get me started on that aluminum siding.
I gotta say, I did recommend if people are into that, then Tin Men is a really good Barry Levinson film, a really good fun film with it's Danny DeVito, I think.
I was gonna say Danny DeVito and is that Robin Williams or is that one Tim Robin?
I can't remember. Steve Martin? No, it's not Steve Martin. Maybe it is Robin Williams. It's definitely because it's the one that he did the Diner, isn't it? And I love Diner. That's a great film. And again, if you like your aluminium siding, then it's in that Diner is your yeah. I feel like Gareth will be really upset with me if I don't challenge you on any pronunciations or pronunciations.
Yeah. Gareth is too pro Brit for his own good. He needs to learn to come together. We're trying to be all one world here, brother.
We're gonna squish all words together so that they have no semblance to what they were when they started.
Your isolationist politics will not work under Wings Hauser, by God.
Yeah, not under President Wings.
President Wings will not have it. He brings us all together.
Can you imagine? His vice president's Gary Busey.
Mm.
Oh, there's the shot from the VHS cover with him leaning on the thing and smiling.
Yeah.
Doing his James Dean there, thinking, actually doing his James Dean or doing his Don, whichever one you guys who name your heartthrob, choose your heartthrob.
Yeah, but either or.
Yeah, very, very similar. Good evening, Jimmy. You just got a little eye full of Don there, Don being super sexy.
In a little bit, I'll sing some Spice Girls for you, Jim. In a little bit, we'll bring it all together.
We are on 1 hour, 18 minutes. The countdown to the big twist ending where Wings Hauser turns to the camera and does a Shakespeare sonnet is not too far away now, guys.
The movie does when they set him on fire and he chases her, like follows her out of the house on fire. It's epic.
See, we just pushed her then. That was not in the script. And also smashing her into the wall as well. Like, we know for a fact from research we've all done into these films, he doesn't hold back in these things. He's really doing them. That's why it looks so real.
That's the best way to get realism on screen, is just rough people up.
It's a good job he doesn't like have guns that much in his films. Otherwise, they'd be just literally like, and another person died on set today in a Wings Hauser film. Yeah. He's like, I'm not using squibs.
Yeah, they look fake.
Yeah. Yeah. In the Hauser. Wings Hauser?
Wings Hauser?
Who is this Wings Hauser? I want him shot. I think it looks like a big red bum.
Here's what we were talking about earlier, where the house is like got a metaphysical connection to Wings, and as she destroys the house, it hurts him.
Yeah,
and then as the house is being rebuilt, he gets stronger and stuff. Like the house is sort of connected to him.
The rubber hammer just bounced off his head then, which is quite funny.
I love that.
This is the wop, 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 wop. I loved it when Wings Hauser was in the Three Stooges. It was amazing.
It's
Larry,
like the noise,
Curly, Wings.
like a little kid's toy.
Yeah. It's like when you see when a kid's playing with those. I used to have those when I was a kid, and you hit them, and then they bounce back. The kid doesn't have control, and they hit themselves in the head with the thing. That's kind of like that's like Wings's MO in this film. I wonder if he lost a finger making this one.
How about whack-a-mole, except little Wings Hauser heads pop up, and you have to hit them with the... That's what I'm looking for.
All different expressions.
Whack-a-wings.
Yeah. Boing. Yeah, Wings insurance is important, I think. All the actors have to take out Wings insurance.
It's
not a bad shirt, though. I quite like that shirt. Yeah. Do you like the shirt? I like the shirt.
What, the owl shirt?
No, Wings' shirt.
Oh yeah, that's intentionally I wore a very handy-manish shirt for today's episode. I had on a black T-shirt earlier, and I went to make sure to put on a handyman shirt for this episode.
Well, does this count as handy-manish? I've got this shirt, and it's an American one. I found out from what do you call it? Second-hand store. It's Old Navy.
Oh yeah, mm-hmm.
That's a thing. It's a thing, right?
Yeah, it's a subsidiary of the Gap company. Is Old Navy.
Oh, that doesn't sound very very tough. That doesn't sound like I'd be chopping logs. That sounds like I'd be posing and being all...
I have a few Old Navy shirts. They're very affordable, just very generic clothes. Lots of Oxfords and khakis and stuff.
Okay. Well, if it's good enough for you, man, it's yeah.
Exactly. It's good enough. Good enough for me and Wings. It's good enough for you.
Do you think he's wearing Old Navy now? Hey, JB. Yeah, it definitely got an elbow. I was thinking of Wilson, and I was like, oh, maybe you need to be like, just see your eyes over the fence. Oh, we're going. It's the wrong guy.
Hey,
I was getting you mixed up with Pamela Anderson's character from the film.
I'm often confused for her.
In the Hauser. Oh, it's all burning down, man. Burning down the house.
Wings. Yeah, flaming wings.
Flaming wings, yeah, nice. Flaming hot.
Now, this isn't good stunt work. This guy's on fire and just walking. I'm assuming he must have a mask on over his face to avoid burns. I'm assuming.
Yeah. I'd hope so.
It's very Michael Myers, how he follows him out of the house burning.
Yeah, he's not gonna. Is he gonna take out the firemen? But over here, there are none. There are no firemen.
Oh, that's why. I don't know what they have in Canada. I'm sure they have some sort of fire brigade or something.
Yeah, they have the guys from Letterkenny, and they come out and put the fire out for you. 12.
The director of this hasn't directed many other movies. I mean, a handful, but no biggies. But one of the credits he has is he directed a bunch of episodes of Kids in the Hall.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming that must have been partly because of Canada, but I also can tell that the style of this movie looks like a lot of Kids in the Hall lighting and sketches. Like the look of it looks similar.
Yeah, now you say that, I can see that. And the producer is called Pierre, so we're definitely in Canadian territory. Oui. Yes. Well,
look at these credits.
Hold it. The film's nearly over.
This is the worst credits I've ever seen. Like the way they're laid out and spaced and stuff. Like they don't.
Yeah, I feel like they were done in Word, and someone's trying to line it up, and then all of a sudden it all shifted down. And
yeah. They've not used center justify at all. It's all left justify.
Yeah, we can blame Microsoft for this.
That's whose fault this is. Well, I don't know.
Who gave Wings a lighter? Smoke Pond set. Very nice.
So, what do you think? What do you give the Carpenter out of 10?
Out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, you can go out of 100. A 6 out of 10?
Yeah, 12T. No, 6. Yes, 6 out of 10. I think a strong 6.
An 11
What
out of
about
10.
11.
I don't know. This is one of those ones I run into trying to. It's difficult for me to rate because I feel like I could watch this again in my life another time or two, but I don't know if I would ever recommend it to anyone. Like, oh, you got to see the Carpenter.
Yeah, it's like, have you seen the? You just go, oh, you say, did you know there's a new Carpenter movie out?
There you go.
Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, that'd be amazing. What is it? Is it a new, is it just him directing it, or is he doing the music, or what? And you go like, it's all Carpenter. The whole thing is Carpenter
all the time.
And, yeah, I've got 12 copies
by
of
the
it.
way, I wanted to congratulate you on picking today as the day we watch the Carpenter. It's John Carpenter's 76th birthday today. So you,
I knew that.
Your timing is impeccable.
Well, thank you. I only knew that because I saw that Sean posted it on his post earlier on. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But I still didn't put 2 and 2 together until you just said it then. So thank you for. In fact, let's just cut that whole thing out and have me say that I thought of it all along.
That's the way we're going to do it. We're just going to ride it out. I meant to do that.
While we're doing that. Yeah, yeah. While we're doing that, can we cut out the whole first 5 minutes where I had a breakdown trying to get us on, or get us working?
Well, I felt that was you symbolically trying to represent the movie. You were mimicking what happens where she has the breakdown at the beginning and then she pulls it together. And then in the end, we just go down and burn in flames.
Do you know what? Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
It all ties together.
Yeah. Guys. So Donna, I don't know if you're up for watching when I start in February, having a look at some Cronenberg films. I'll be in touch. I'll get your people, my people. We can negotiate fees and all that kind of stuff.
Have your people call my people. We'll do lunch, babe.
We'll do wings. We'll have wings. Throw me a wing. Throw me a wing. By the way, I've not had anything for a while.
Out of all the directors on Earth, David Cronenberg would be like the last I would like to eat while watching one of his films.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
let's watch The Fly and eat some fondue.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't mind the first Fly; it's not too bad. But the second Fly, the doggy in Fly 2, I'm not a big fan of. Poor doggy. So yeah, I can just about handle the first Fly. So, guys, this is officially Don's brought it on home. It is the end of Wings Week. Maybe we do it again next year with 5 completely different ones, but we still do Evan and we still do Fire Squad. Because we have to. And that's part of the contract. So, if you're not already voted for anybody in the YouTuber of the month for next month, do so. If you've been in the chat and you've been commenting on mine or Don's channel, I think mainly Don's channel, so that's really cool, man. You're getting people up a little bit earlier or a little bit later than your usual streaming. So, good job with that. You've done you've brought in the crowd. Just a big thank you to everyone who's watched a Wings film with us over the last 5 episodes. It has been incredible. I feel so lucky to have chatted to your good self, Don, and to Gareth, and to Larry, and to Al, and everybody who's popped up in the chat, because it's just been so much fun. Really, really enjoyed it. So, have you got any final thoughts? Anything coming up that you want to tell people about? Anything that you want to say before I shut this thing down?
Well, there's a tremendous chance I'll be watching a film tonight, and perhaps Wings Hauser will be in it. Never can tell.
Ooh.
Maybe a secret hidden track on Wings Week.
Oh my word! You have my blessing. Especially if I'm snoring and it's 4:00 in the morning here, then you definitely have my blessing.
Well, that's the thing. I try to just do things when you're asleep. That way I don't need your permission. I try to wait for you to pass out when the party starts.
It took a lot of work to get the rights to all the Wings Hauser catalog.
Yeah,
a lot.
Your lawyers were negotiating for months, I remember. So I'm glad to see that you got it all worked out.
Yeah, funnily enough, I don't know if you saw this when we talked about it on Vice Squad, that Neon Slime, which I'm still trying to get hold of a copy of, he wrote it and sung it. If you go onto Spotify, type in Neon Slime, there's a big "do not listen to this song" thing that comes up on it, because whoever's posted it is making a profit off it and they don't own it. But it's the only way to get hold of it, which is very strange. So yeah, if you want to check that, it just says something like, "This is property of Dominic Hauser and you should not be watching this." But yeah, it's just a little weird aside.
It's just Cole Hauser. Don't be stealing my dad's music. That's all his.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, sat in his mansion somewhere, worrying about like getting 3 pence off Spotify. So yeah, so maybe a special Night Owl performance this evening.
Yeah, there's a very good chance, and one of the candidates for a film tonight is a Wings film. So you never can tell what we'll end up with. We've had a few nominated, but we might see something. Nice. With your blessing, of course.
Of course, I'll give you the prayer hands. You get the full prayer hand. You get the Carlos Santana.
I'll take it.
You get the full center. We're not going to the Fly. I'm going to gloss over that one. 5 different films, one of them being Vice Squad. Okay, I'll go with that. Fly 2, Head Splat. Just catching up with the chat now. I'd forgotten about that. I think that's the best one to leave it on, actually. Or even this one. It was a great stream.
Keep it wings, brother.
Thanks to you, Don. It was great. Let's just ignore the first 5 minutes and just remember the good times.
Oh, let's not be sad it didn't work out. Let's be happy that we got to where we got to. It was the journey.
Thanks, I'll do the the sloppy. Was it sloppy hand heart?
Sloppy hand heart. Yeah.
Right, guys. I'm leaving it at that. You can't stop that. In fact, you can. Please hit the like button. It does things. If you hit the like button, it makes me and Don really rich. So yeah,
that's us.
All right, guys. In the words of Wings Hauser,
green grass and high tides forever.
Perfect. No? Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.